In this video, I'll guide you through how to move a copy of a table to another base in Airtable. We'll walk through the process step by step so you can quickly duplicate a table and use it in a different base without rebuilding everything from scratch. First, make sure you're on a computer, since this works best in a desktop web browser. Open your preferred browser like Chrome, Firefox, or Edge and go to airtable.com. If you're not already signed in, log in with your usual account credentials so you can access your workspaces and bases. Once you're signed in, you'll see your Airtable home screen with all your bases. Find the base that contains the table you want to copy. A base is like a project or database, and each base can have multiple tables along the top, similar to tabs on a spreadsheet. Click on the base to open it. When the base opens, look along the top of the screen for the row of table tabs. Each tab represents a table inside this base. Locate the specific table you want to copy. Take a moment here to double check you've selected the right one, especially if several tables have similar names. Now move your mouse over the tab for that table. You'll see the table name and usually a small drop-down arrow or caret icon next to it. This arrow is what you'll use to access more options for that table. Click on the drop-down arrow next to the table name. A menu will appear with different actions you can take on that table. From this menu, look for the option labeled Duplicate Table. This is the command that creates a full copy of the table, including its fields and structure. Go ahead and select Duplicate Table. When you do this, Airtable will create a duplicate of the table inside the same base. It will typically add something like copy or a similar label to the table name so you can tell it apart from the original. At this point, you have a working copy that you can further customize or move. If your goal is to have this copied table in another base, the usual approach from here is to open the destination base in another tab or window and then move or recreate the structure using this duplicate as your reference. The key part of the process you've just learned is how to quickly duplicate the table itself, preserving the layout, fields, and general setup so you don't need to rebuild everything manually. To recap, you open airtable.com in your browser, sign in, open the base that contains the table, find the table tab at the top, click the drop-down arrow next to its name, and choose Duplicate Table. Once you've done that, you'll have a clean copy ready to adapt or use as the foundation for the version you want in another base. That's all there is to it. With this simple method, you can save a lot of time when reorganizing your data, experimenting with new setups, or preparing tables to be used across different bases in Airtable.